Greetings all, Frog here. Let's try to play City Skylines. I have been desperately trying to bring you this game for weeks, and it works when OBS isn't running. So what I'm trying to do now is to get it to work with OBS running, and here's my fix. It lasted 6 minutes and 45 seconds the last time using window capture. I'm now using screen capture. So I'm actually capturing my entire primary monitor and running City Skylines, which I should just actually run it in full screen mode. I didn't even think about that now. Well, look at that, 8x40, that's disgusting. Let's run full screen. Let's apply it, see what happens. Sure, yeah, and we're going to change this up to 1920 by 1080. Yep, awesome. Okay, so now we're on the full screen mode. Get out of that. Let's adjust my window now. It should be copacetic. Cool. All right. I had moved it around a little bit to get my taskbar off there, and now there is no taskbar because I'm running full screen. Okay, so let's just hope it works. I'm doing a screen capture instead of a window capture, and God willing, this is going to work. So let's try. I want to play the Foggy Hills. I want to call my city FrogTown, because obviously, and we're going to do left-handed traffic because we've got map theme is European. We've got all these outside connections. We can go anywhere we want. 74% suitable for building. We still have water, which is important. We've got plenty of natural resources. This is oil, coal, or ore. It's oil, ore, farming, and forestry. So let's just hope it loads. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. What would happen is that it would freeze on my primary monitor, but I could still see it on OBS. So somehow along the way, Unity was getting stolen and only producing to one place instead of going to two, and I don't know why that is. And I'm just loading this because that used to cause the problem. Right around here, actually. So let's see. Cross your fingers. Let's hope it goes, because I would love to play this game on the channel. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been playing it off screen, and there's a lot to it, and it looks gorgeous. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. I don't mind a little stutter now and again. A little stutter while we're loading is expected. We're running OBS and Audacity in the background, and that's it. That's the only thing going, so it should run fairly good. We're going to pause the game so we can talk about it a little bit. So, holla, here we are. Let's hope and pray that this will work. Everything seems to be going okay so far. Scroll in, scroll out, scroll in, move. It's a little clunky. It feels a little clunky. It looks real clunky on the preview, so I don't know if this is going to run in full frames or what, but here's a little hello. It's telling me what I need to do. It's still telling me what I need to do, which is nice. Everything is locked until you're ready for it, because it really tries to help you into the first game. So this is where we're going to start. We've got a river here. It will be important to note which way the river runs, because we want to pull clean water from upriver and dump our bad water downriver, and we will definitely want them far apart, because bad water is pretty bad. And at the beginning, we don't have any sewage treatment, so that's what we have to do. Let's talk about the interface. Up here, you've got the layer view, so info views. You can see all sorts of things about the different info that you want on that. We'll talk about that as it's appropriate. Thank you. I can rotate the camera. Yes, I'm aware. You can also rotate the camera with WASD, Q and E. Rotate your camera. WASD moves you up and down. Right? Typical WASD. So I like that. We got our settings menu here. Of course, you can change all the typical settings, resume, save, load options, and you can actually see your city statistics from there, which we'll get to later. Thank you. I'm aware. This is your little tweet guy. He tells you what's going on. Chirper, I guess is his name. Hello, this is Chirper. Keep an eye on what your citizens are talking about. What is happening around the world? Hashtag you found them. So there'll be like cute little citizens. Because if your citizens are unique, which is sort of neat. Okay, down here, we'll talk about all these as we go. Needless to say, these are all your city services. They are locked. This is your current bank balance. This is your current weekly income, which is sort of confusing because you do adjust your income daily, but it tells you your weekly income. Same thing here, your current population, your current weekly population growth, and how happy your citizens are. They're pissed off because there's nobody here. Excuse me, it keeps trying to scroll. I might want to turn off mouse scrolling. So here, you've got the three different sectors that are important. You have residential, in the middle is commercial, and on the far right is industrial. Commercial are like where your people go to buy goods and services. Industrial are like your office buildings, which are essentially your business-to-business buildings, right? Your farms, your factories, and all that business stuff. So it'll show you what the demand is, and you really should build what the demand is. This is our town. This gives me information about our city. right? So average zone buildings, that doesn't exist. Zone buildings distribution, et cetera. Our population, how many households, how many workers, blah, 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 blah. All your different things that you'd want to see. Of course, we don't have any, so that doesn't help. The bar behind FrogTown is your population bar. And what it does is it's a progress meter to your next unlocking level, which is really cool. This is time, so time just moves. You've got 1, 2, or 3 speed. You've got pause option, of course. You have the areas, which you could buy more areas, which we're not going to do. And then this also shows you your milestones, so that's your other progress. All right. Let's build a road. This is where it got cheeky last time, so I'm going to try and build a road. Let's see what's going on. Build road. Oh my God, it's still working. Let's praise Allah, the divine, Christ, whoever you want to praise, that it appears to be working. So to lay a road. This is my little road. You could go anywhere. I could put a road literally anywhere I want. But it would be nice to build a road, oh, I don't know, off the main road. So this is the out. You can see the cost right there. It's going to cost me $1,600 to build that road, so we're going to start there. I'm not holding down a button. That's the nice thing. You click the button, and then you can move it as much as you want to do what you need to do. Okay? And then you click the button again, and you're good. Then you have to right-click to deselect. Now, it's going to be pretty tough. Really? Let's zoom in here a little bit, see what's going on. Why are they not the same? So let's pick you and draw you over this way, so I can. They're not equal. Oh, that makes me sad. Well, there'll be a slight gap. No problem. That makes me sad. I built this road at the wrong point. It's too late. It's too late. We've got to go. Okay, so now things have unlocked. We have more things that are unlocked, which is nice. It's going to start bugging me about them here in a second. But let's talk roads. It's your basic 2-lane road. This will be an upgraded 2-lane road, another upgraded. You can have one-way 2-lane roads, which are fine. I don't remember what that is. That's another boulevard. And then dirt roads. So you can put your dirt roads out to like service roads, so it doesn't support a lot of traffic. You can see they all have a speed rating, which is very nice. They all have an upkeep of a certain amount of. It looks like euros, but there's 2 lines through it, so we'll call it something else. But I don't know. They're probably something's. I'm not sure. Oh, my timer has stopped. Am I still recording? I am still recording, but I have no timer. Okay, so I'm going to have to be careful. I'm not entirely certain when I started recording this, but we will make sure that I will stop by 1 o'clock, so that way it's no longer than 25 minutes. That's very annoying. Cities, man. You're the only game that does this, so there's something wrong. This might be the only game I play with the Unity engine, too, so it's possible the Unity engine is at fault. Yes, I know the game is paused. This is on purpose. There's different types of roads. I could build a bendy road. I could build a curved road, freeform, as it says. I can upgrade roads, which means turning one-ways into 2-ways, or dirt roads into better roads, that sort of thing. This is how we actually zone, which is what we'll want to do. I like the paintbrush, or the paint bucket, for many of our circumstances. We're just going to dump that right there. Yeah, okay, it did. It didn't make the sound, though. That confused me. All right, so that's done. This is now all zoned as residential, which you can't see when you turn off the zoning mode, so we'll just keep that on. This is all zoned residential. You can actually apply a brush as well. This one's pretty cool. It lets you draw an area that you can apply, and that's helpful as well. But any square will become zoned for residential. You always want to try and keep squares open at your road points, otherwise you'll end up bulldozing things and making citizens angry. Now, the citizens need water to survive. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to turn the water, we're going to turn the game on, because I need to see which way it's flowing. So it's flowing this way. So that's important. So we're going to draw water from right here. Okay, construction cost is quite a bit. It's going to draw water there. You can see the little headphone. I can't move my mouse to point it out because it'll get rid of the headphone, but that headphone represents the orange area. The orange area, is where there's going to be a noise factor, and your citizens won't like to live by noisy places, obviously. And then the yellow is where it draws, the blue is where it draws the water from. If you placed a building or road in the wrong spot, you can bulldoze it. If you bulldoze recently placed items, you get most of your money back. You can also move most service buildings. Just click on them and click relocate, which is what we would do if we needed to move one of these. Okay, now it has no power. We know this. But now we have to do a waste plant. So here's the way it's going. So we're going to let water flow out this way. Alright, go bug the other people. Now what I have to do is get power to everything. We're going to use wind power, because that is what we need to do. We need a wind turbine. And you can see the darker the area, the better your production is going to be. So 8 megawatts appears to be the best we can do on this map, which is perfectly fine. And I almost want to put the power on the other side of the river just so I don't have to worry about the cost too much. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in such a way that it will be relatively easy. Now I could also build a coal power plant. It costs significantly more. The upkeep per week is significantly more. There's more pollution, but it uses coal. That's not really my thing. All right. But we do need to run power. So anywhere you see blue, that's a power requirement. We're going to zoom in a little bit. We're going to run power from here to here at a significant cost. And then we're going to get rid of that. We're going to run power from here up to here. What's nice about this is, as I get rid of that, I'll zoom in over here. This entire blue area is its power, so I don't have to start from here again to get power to my citizenry. I can just start in the corner. And we're going to move to right here. And again, I don't have to give power all the way over. This will eventually cover everything. So long as you connect it to a block, you'll be just fine. Alright, now what we do have to do is run water pipes, or we're going to have problems. So we're going to run some water pipe from here over to cover everything that I have so far, which is good. And then what we need to do is run pipe to connect with my exit. Because if I don't do this, I'm not sure that connects actually. Come on. Oh, we'll put it there. Okay, it made the sound, so good it did. Good to know. So we've now connected our water pipe everywhere. So anything that's within this blue is going to be covered by water. We've got an input and an output. You'll see they're two-way pipes. You zoom in here. There's 2 pipes here, one going in, one going out. And let's unpause, and it's time to get things going. All right, fresh water finally running. Woohoo! Modern commodities. All right, get out of the water info overlay. And you can see somebody's already building a house. Congratulations, the city's first power plant has been constructed. Hashtag juiced up. And now, like I said, this entire area will be populated. Now, they still want more residential. Okay, but the demand is going down some. So we will build some more residential. We're going to need all the other types as well, but we'll start with this. And actually, I want to be able to build some street blocks in here. So we're going to start with that. And we'll leave 3 spaces for my road. And do one of these bad boys. You could kind of see, if this road were straight, you'd see for sure. But each one is just about 2, so I like to leave just a little extra space. So now if I try and build a road in here, it's not going to try and crunch anything out. All right. So we're running. We've got a city. Huzzah. There will be more demand for other things. We are losing money every week, but that's because people are just now getting here. I could build elevated rows. Oh, of course, you could use page up and page down to create different road levels. Right now, we're fine doing what we are, but we may want to build some highways through town. That's certainly a possibility. And you could build tunnels this way as well. So there we go. So I have citizenry in. I don't want to build a road right now. No, stop it. You can actually click on the houses. You can see that there's 0 of 3 houses here, which is strange because it's there, but Pearl residents. And you can find out what everybody is doing here. How's the building doing? That's what I'm doing right now. It's telling you, there you go. If there's a problem affecting the building, it's shown in the color bar below the name, so there is no problem. We're doing well. If there's multiple problems, you just hover over it, and it tells you what's going on. So that would be things like if there were, injuries or medical conditions that you needed to take care of. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build a dirt road over here to service our farm industry. So we're just going to go out this way. It's just a simple dirt road. And what we're going to do is we're going to create an industrial zone because there's now some demand for industry. So we'll do industry here. This is to dezone something. But we're going to have industry. Again, I like to draw this way. And we're just going to go from here over. That's going to be industry. Now what they're going to need is they'll need water, of course. So we'll build some more pipe. We'll come in off of this pipe. And we'll go here to cover them for now. I like to run it along roads if you can, but get close. That covers that. And then the electricity is going to be very, very easy. All I have to do is run a thing from here over to here. And it's done. That now covers electricity throughout this whole region. I need to zone some of this, though, so we will zone a little bit of this. Let's actually use the road upgrade tool. We're going to upgrade a couple of sections. I cannot upgrade, right, because I need to upgrade to this. So I'm going to upgrade one section, and it tells you how much it costs, and another section. So there we go. We're going to upgrade those, because now I'm going to zone some business. So, no. Business. And we're going to zone these guys right here for business. And I want to keep a buffer between industrial and the business. So there we go. This will eventually get some power. It's into this whole thing. Let's actually do it this way. Just do this whole thing. It's not as big of an issue if the business is next to industrial. It's if houses are next to industrial that people start complaining. Put that in there too. Alright, so that gives me power. And these guys are all ready to go. I don't remember why you blink at me like this. Why are you blinking at me like this? Because you need power. There is no power connecting. There should be, because that's what that is. Oh, it missed! I just barely missed. Okay, so, yeah. I'm going to move there to there. There we go. That's embarrassing. But hey, we've got a city running. Alright? We've been running about 15 minutes now, I'm guessing. That's going to be very annoying. I'll have to remember to set my timer for sure. We have no residential demand. We have a lot of blue demand, but we're getting there. I can't build this type of highway. So right now, when we come into town, no matter what, it will be 2-lane roads. But I want to leave space in order to expand as a 3-lane road. Alright, so I want to plan ahead. We're going to start... I don't want to upgrade right now. Thank you. I would just like to build a road. We're going to build a road. We'll start here, and we're going to go this way. Now, part of the problem is, I think, this is going to de-zone... Oh, it didn't. Good, good, good. I was worried about that it would de-zone what's going on there. Alright. Still trying to get used to how far WASD moves you. We need more blue. The nice thing about that is you can actually mix it in with some residential, and it's not a problem. So, we'll just get a little bit of that in there, and we'll get a little bit of that in there. 4x4 is a very nice size. Because it allows you to build the biggest type of buildings that you have there. As you can see, nothing over here is building bigger than 4x4. So they're very nice sizes. We'll have some little mom and pop joints right there, basically. We need more industrial. We can do that. We're going up a hill here, which is not a problem. We'll fetch a pail on the way down. We're going to go out 2 ramps. I'm trying to keep an eye on my money as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build another one out from here, since it's already kind of on the hill. We're just going to go one section for right now. So that way I've got some space. So you can see that it tries to level the land as best you can. I probably should have raised it up some, but yeah, it's alright. So we do need a little bit more industrial, not a lot, so we will paint a little bit more, just to the end of this block right here. And what we're going to do is once we can get a district, we'll district this. I probably should just go ahead and upgrade the road right now because this is not really farming, and so the road type you're going to need here is pretty significant. Whoa, not zoom in. There we go. That's what I want. And we'll try and upgrade here. And you should see the businesses around like it when they have upgraded roads. That's our town so far, huh? There it is. Very nice. You can zoom around. Check it out from all angles. We need more residential, so that's fine. That's why I built this new street. So we'll get a little more residential zoning. And we'll just zone this whole thing residential. Leaving the last 2 free so I can build cross streets. Oh, really? There we go. Nice. Let's make sure these guys have water. The electricity basically handles itself, but water starts to be an issue. So we're going to need to grow some water from here over, because I'm gonna do the water basically across my cross streets. So don't do that. I want to grab from here then. Yep, that's it. That's perfect. That'll get most of that area. I'm not too worried about that tiny little bit, because as long as the square is covered, we're okay. So we'll build some water here. Alrighty, look at these new buildings coming in. We need even more residential, not a problem. Now we can build those cross streets I was talking about, because they're all set to go. I don't want to upgrade again. Again, you got to pay attention to what you're selecting, which obviously is not one of my strong suits. We're going to come back to the middle, which is going to be 2 full units. There we go. So that brings us in line with that. And then what we'll do here is let's do something kind of neat. We're going to go out this way, like that. We're going to bring this one out, like that. And then we're going to connect these two. So it does a little bit... Oh, I wanted a curve. So I'm going to make it curve. We're going to connect these two. So you go there, and then I could say how I want it to curve. Which is silly. I did the wrong way. I'm sorry. So I can go out like this, and then say, I want you really to curve there, which is going to be bad. Curve tool is kind of awkward. I'm still trying to get a hold of it. There we go. That looks fine. So just to make it look a little more interesting, right? We need more housing. We can get more housing. Not a problem. Clear that in. Get some more housing over here. Again, we're going to leave the last few tiles open just so I can build more roads without pissing off residents. And then we'll build our residential out this way as well. Notice there's no zoning here because the power lines are in the way. So we can eventually get rid of the power lines. Zone those. D-zone these. If you right-click, you can D-zone. Because I'd really like this to be commercial when we get there. It's a nice little mom-and-pop type of joint. Get that in. And all this should be covered by water. And it is, except for that last little bit, so we'll just extend our water line just a smidge. Really just enough to get that going. So we're down to 33 simoleons, or whatever we want to call them. We probably shouldn't call them simoleons, because that's the other game. But we've got 33,000 ducats. Why not? They're ducats. They're buckets of ducats. It's a paradox game, so obviously they're ducats. Alright, what do you guys want? You want better workers? You don't have enough workers. We need more workers. Well, that's why we're building more of residential zones. High demand still. Let's add in some more residential then. Eventually in the game you'll be able to do high density. Right now we just have low density, so we'll get this in. We will, I want to leave a little bit for a park. So let's leave the road right there. That'll get us a little bit of a one-way road for the park. And come back as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and build that road right now. A little 2-lane one-way road. It's going to start here. It's going to go up to here. Oh, wait, I'm in the curve tool. Careful, I don't want any curved roads. I'd like straight ones right now, thank you. So we're going to start here. We're going to go up to about here. And then go here. This is what I'm talking about the roads. They don't like the roads. Right, so you got to be careful. I have to go here, huh? Okay. There we go. So I've got some one-way roads. But there's two-way streets as well. Alright. Remember, we're driving on the left. Don't let that freak you out. So they were a little unhappy because I built a road by them, but they'll get over it. Trust me, they'll be just fine. And we're going to zone all of this residential. So now there's plenty of places for people to move in. And we can see now industrial is starting to rise again. So we'll go ahead and build some industrial. Right on the edge. Just keep up a little bit. We don't need more than that, because we still got some empty areas over there as well. We still need more residential, which is unsurprising, right? We're a new city. We're going to need a bunch of residential. That's just how it works. I'm going to use the paintbrush here, or the paint bucket, just to fill in these chunks, because all of these are going to be residential. This I'm going to leave open, so I can get the road out of here. And I don't want that whole thing, because I would like to be able to use roads, so we're going to do this. If we're going to do a one-way from here, probably not. So we just need to leave this one open. So from here over, this can all be residential as well. Now this leaves me a few spots to put in some commercial, which I'm going to do right now because it won't hurt. It doesn't hurt to build extra. It doesn't cost you to zone. And this way, it's available if anyone wants to build into it. So you can see there's still plenty of places left to build commercial. But this way, it's all zoned and ready to go. So that's our first town. We're going to stop right here, actually, because it's got to be at least 20 minutes, because it's been 20 minutes since I realized the timer stopped. And I'll just have to remember to set a timer when I play City Skylines, which is fine. At least we made it through, right? We made it through an entire episode of City Skylines. Yay! I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.